everyone, and welcome to another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. I'm Tom Allis, president of Growth here with AIME. Get the honor and privilege of having my good friend and vice president of Growth as well, Miss Janine Kempfer. And today we're going to share with you some things that really Janine is the one who spearheaded this, but was able to tie in not only myself, Katie, some of the leaders at UWM in regards to something that I think is really amazing. And what that is when we're running AUS findings on conventional loans, a lot of times things aren't adding up. Like, why is this borrower not getting approved? The one that I'm going to share with you guys here that I've had success with coming in this morning is a client that had not a great credit score, but good enough to be able to obtain home ownership. And I think both Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac have given us the ability to offer these products and kind of have some ability to add in housing history, like verifying their rent to help strengthen the file. Therefore, allowing them to be approved for conventional financing, which, as you know, is not only going to help your agent, it helps the client as well with the no loan level price adjustments for first-time home buyers. It's really awesome. So I'm going to share my screen here in a second, but first I want to let Janine kind of tell you how she even first brought this up and what our goal is by helping educate our community.
Well, yeah, Tom, thanks for the introduction. It's very close to what you said. I was finding that a lot of my clients were just not getting that AUS approval where they were maybe in the past. And I started to notice that there was some guidance on the findings that suggested that if we got a 12-month rental history, it would strengthen the file and possibly give us that approval. So in trying to go down that path to make it happen, I realized that not very many people know how to do it. It's been around since probably early last year, and a lot of lenders know of it, but they haven't integrated it into their process. So you've been instrumental in training underwriters and bringing it to the forefront on a higher level. So hopefully we can educate people on a broker level so that as a group we can make sure that we're getting everybody who is eligible to be approved.
Right. Those that deserve a home, like they put it in play, but sometimes, without execution, not only on our side from sales, but even from underwriting. So the nice part I will say about our partner UWM, and I'm sharing my screen with you guys right now to show this is a perfect file for that example. I'm refer with caution. I'm caution eligible. I couldn't get this thing to approve no matter what, right? So if I look at even let's see what I can find it. Anyways, long story short, right, I was able to take that file, register it, pull the 12-month verification of assets, and by the time this file now hits underwriting, I got an accept eligible property. I'm able to create a success story, not only for my agents, for the client, and also, in my opinion, this is where Janine comes into play with this, from the consumer standpoint as well too, because now this borrower that maybe would have to settle with an FHA product, which means there's not a lot of properties out there that qualify for FHA. This is helping them, obtain home ownership. And where Janine brought this to me was like, hey, a lot of our underserved communities, because we know Janine's super passionate about that. Like, what are we doing to help support them? And this is one of those things that I want to make sure we're clear on what we're trying to do here, right? If you're running and you have a client getting pre-approved and you're getting the refer, it's not accepting, but you're reading your findings and it says a 12-month housing history may strengthen that file. Mine so far, I'm 3 for 3 since Janine brought this to me. Every one of them, it improved the file enough to where we have an approve eligible, right? So to me, like for this week's Grow and Get It tip, I don't know if there's one better than this. We've had some great people on our show, but here's really shows where the testament of like coming together as a collective voice. Janine being in Colorado, I'm in Minnesota, our lenders in Michigan, all of us come together and like, how can we help? How can we do things better to be able to help more people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to clarify, whenever I bring this up to some of the people in the broker community, they say, oh, well, okay, well, I'll go get a VOR. I'll have the landlord fill it out and we're good. And I just want to clarify that that is not what this is.
That's not it.
It's not it at all. And I don't know if we have time to go through that right now, but the lender definitely needs to be involved. It's an automated process. And that report is added to the AUS findings. So you're going to have to do a little bit of homework to find out exactly how that works. If you want to call me to get more information, I would be more than happy to explain it. But it is in the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, NFHA guidelines.
Right. And we'll make it simple. Like for me, I don't know what of our other partners are out there. You work a lot with Home Point. I know Home Point is having the capability to it. I worked closely with UWM on it. From the time that I register that file with them and they sign initial disclosures, it asks, do you want to link their checking account or even their payroll account? When I link their checking account, they go in, I instruct them. I need a 12-month verification of asset to identify their housing, their current rent payment. Now, I also check with my client beforehand, hey, are you paying your rent every time from the same checking account, and is an identifiable amount? Luckily,
it has to be a consistent amount every month.
I mean, I haven't had any issues with it. And half the time, I'm not even seeing that report come back. I just know the results are happening, right? I know that they're going and following that instruction to get me to the point to where now I have a property and a profile on this client that's approve eligible or accept eligible because it was through Freddie on the one that I highlighted. But I'm creating a success story, right? This is what we want to make sure you as our community understands. Like when you're seeing these things, be educated, right? To me, we want to be better together. And part of being better together are things like this to where we're serving our communities better. Our partners are saying, well, wait a minute, we have something in play, but if nobody knows what they're doing, it's kind of pointless. So Janine, I want to thank you. We're going to keep it short and sweet. To me, this is the ultimate grow and get it tip for it. I know I have 3 active files right now that I would not have had because of you in your diligence to really serving the underserved communities and your care for like, when something's not right, you should have heard her. It was fun. Janine's like, this is ridiculous. Like they have it. And even for me, I'm like, okay, so do I fill out a 12-month VOR? Do I get proof of canceled checks? Like I had no clue, right? So I know, because I'm obviously I'm really engaged into what I'm doing even on the loan origination level. I know there's probably 99.9% of our community that also doesn't know how to execute on this. And I hope this video helps you to be able to know how to execute on it. And more importantly, if you have questions, reach out to Janine or myself. Our whole leadership team is here to help our channel grow. And this is a great piece of it. So Janine, thank you so much. I appreciate your time here. I know we had a blast coming from Hall of AIME. I'm kind of getting back to the temperature swing. I think both of us are in cold climates. Like
I've got my turtleneck on.
Yeah, 100 degrees temperature swing today. I like started my car and it was like -11. I'm like, okay, remind me again. Okay, well, I remember one. Got to see my wife or my daughter and the dogs. Like, okay, that's why we're here for now. But thank you again for those that attended. I really appreciate it. You can catch all of our episodes on Grow and Get It on our YouTube page at AIME National. We air these every Monday at 12 o'clock Eastern. The goal is for you guys to take something tangible in 10 minutes or less and go out and grow and get it. And I think we accomplished that this week. Don't you think, Janine?
Yes, we did. Grow and get it.
I like it. Everyone have a great week. Thank you so much.